For over a decade, one of our display windows looked like this. But nothing lasts forever. See the Svengoolie tribute window at Alternate Reality.
Stick around. Coming up next is DC News number 149. We're continuing our tour of the holy sites of comic book stores on the South Side with DC News. It's going to be an all-Superman Green Lantern update. We're going to talk about the continuing saga of the Superman lawsuit with the Siegel family and DC Comics. We're also going to talk about Superman's 75th anniversary celebration, which is coming up right now as we speak. We're going to shift gears over to the Green Lantern universe and talk about the new creative team on the Red Lanterns and the Greenest Night celebration. All that and more coming right up. Here at Alternate Reality, we've discounted all our new comics 15% off every day for everyone since 1994. But what does that really mean? Let's say every week you buy 2 new 3.99 comics and 1 new 2.99 comic. That's $10.97 on any register anywhere. Over a course of a year, that's $570 you're going to be spending on your new comics. But here at Alternate Reality, with our 15% off discount, that $10.97 is only $9.32, a savings to you of $1.64. Now multiply that $1.64 over a year, and we've just saved you over $85 just by shopping here. Just another way that your money works harder here at Alternate Reality.
Bo insists that he's not a naked lunatic, and that it's just a Three's Company level misunderstanding. We're going to run through the DC news while he's still a free man.
If we all just pull together, maybe we can float through the next 100 years. One giant human raft. Day Say Comic Book News, episode 149. Excellence denied.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. We are continuing with our tour of the former comic book store sites of the south side of the city of Chicago. In news number 148, we talked about the Comic Book Emporium, my old stomping ground, the store that I ran from the late 70s to the early 80s, which was right over there at that nail salon. I practically lived there from 1978 to 1983. I left the Comic Book Emporium though in 1983. It continued on for a couple of more years, but it moved. It moved to a different location. And that location was all the way over here, across the street where we're standing right now behind the, the fire alarm place back there. That's where they moved to. That's where they moved to, right across the street. And Bo's here.
I walked the Congress across the street, actually.
He would go there and pick up books. I never went back there again after I left, but he would go there and
went there once.
Occasionally and pick up books. And now he's here doing
the DC News.
DC News, which is, of course, being brought to you by Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, all my DC Comics stores, 15% off every day for everyone. Bo!
Yes?
Our first story up involves the ongoing saga of the Superman court case, which never seems to end. It's the never-ending battle between the DC Comics, Warner Communications, and the Siegel family. Well, what's up now?
This is the Schuster family.
Schuster family, I'm sorry.
The Schuster family attorney, Mark Toboroff, filed a motion to overturn the October ruling that the family could not reclaim the artist's stake in Superman by a 1992 agreement with DC because his sister and brother, it's Joe Shuster's sister and brother, they couldn't reclaim the rights to a character that at that particular point in time, DC still officially owned. Also, the copyright law says quite specifically it has to be a wife, children, or grandchildren. Well, Schuster's
niece or nephew?
Niece or nephew. Schuster's sister and brother cannot turn over something that they cannot officially own anyway.
So sister and brother are not on that list?
No.
Oh.
They're not heirs.
What about his gardener?
Well, his gardener might.
Gardener.
But he didn't have a garden. He lived in a
Gardner
really
Fox? So anyway, never mind.
So anyway, the case is still going on.
Forever and a day?
Oh, until they get the money they actually owed, and yeah, forever and a day.
I hope it never ends.
Meanwhile, over at DC Comics, somebody who we just talked about is celebrating a 75th anniversary this year. Who is that? Superman! Oh, sharp as a tack. 75th anniversary of Superman.
Wait a minute. This is Superman's anniversary?
Yes, 75th.
Is that where the Man of Steel movie's opening?
Yes, Man of Steel movie's opening up.
It is?
And DC is doing what to commemorate it?
Well, all the DC books will be shipping at the beginning of the anniversary will have a special logo which has a little Superman thing, which is basically a blue thing with the insignia. It'll say 75 years to celebrate.
For those of you who remember the 50th anniversary, John Byrne did a black silhouetted Superman with the S on his chest against a red background. It's essentially the same thing.
blue and white.
Except they changed the colors, but it's a silhouetted Superman with a yellow S. His hair's a little tossy-turvy like the new guy, the new 52 Superman, and they just changed the colors. It's essentially the same thing. I hope John Byrne is getting a check.
Of course he's
Probably not. Probably not.
Of course he's not.
Meanwhile, moving on, because I said at the top, this is a Green Lantern Superman update. Green Lantern, the Greenest Night celebration was for what?
Jeff Johns, basically long tenure in the book. It's over with. They had a little party in Los Angeles, and it was leaked that we'll be seeing a brand new Booster Gold series very, very soon.
Booster Gold.
Booster Gold?
Really? Okay.
Well, Sci-Fi ordered the actual script for the pilot for the TV show, and Booster Gold has been popping up in All-Star Western, so they figured, what the hell, Booster Gold can be canceled or not canceled. We'll just try another book.
Okay. And our last story involves the Red Lanterns. It's getting creative change.
Charles Soule takes over Red Lanterns this month. He will add Guy Gardner to the book as a team member to keep the Green Lanterns aware of what they're planning, because the Red Lanterns aren't exactly nice, sociable, and friendly people.
They vomit blood and stuff.
Right, so Guy Gardner sits there by Hal Jordan to be a spy.
Oh, well, that'll work out.
Sons of Anarchy, basically. You want to read Sons of Anarchy in a comic form? That's what Charles Soule's book's going to be.
Sons of Anarchy, there you go. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more time for DC News. Go to the store's website. Check out all the DC News that Bo sends me that I post up there. Bo.
Yes. Tell him, cosplay girl, or whoever's going to tell us where the site is.
MyAlternateReality.com, Comic Book Man, you're next.
Go to the store's website. Check out all his news. Till next time, this is Comic Book Man.
This is the man holding the umbrella.
I never went into that new location that Comic Book Emporium had, but I hear that they were so successful they stole the business a couple of years later, and we will get to that in a future installment.
Just lovely.
Until next time, bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.